Next Porygon Community Day Classic in less than a minute. In fact, there's actually 2 now. As you can see on the game here, we have the normal spawns, and in just a couple seconds, they're gonna switch over to Porygons, and I would love to get a shiny on the first click. I've only ever done it during the original Mareep Community Day, and I believe I actually did it on the Slowpoke Community Day recently as well, so it's been only 2 times out of every single one of them, including the classics. So here we go. We have a whole bunch of Porygons here. I just don't know which one to do. I'm gonna do this one right here. Not a shiny on the first click, but let's see if it was the second click. No? Okay. Maybe none of these are shiny. That wouldn't actually be the worst thing, seeing that last time I literally got it on like the second click. But here's the last Porygon. Are you at least gonna be shiny? No shinies in this entire cluster. Well, that's fine. Let's talk to the professor and see what we have to do for our special research. We have to make 5 nice throws, catch 15 Porygon, and power up a Pokemon 10 times, and then we will get those rewards. So let's freaking do this thing. Let's catch as much as possible. Maybe we'll get a Shundo, which would be really cool. And here is our first shiny on the lure. We got ourselves a shiny Porygon. To be honest with you, I think that this community day is fun. I know that it's not super exciting for older players. In the very beginning of this game, Porygon was like unheard of in the wild. The only one I ever got was in a 10-kilometer egg, which actually turned out to be my second ever hundo in the game period, which was really cool. Actually, no, I believe it was my first hundo. Magikarp was the second one. So yeah, this was my first ever hundo in Pokemon Go ever. And also, coincidentally enough, was my first ever Shundo in the game too, which is kind of funny. But this one is a 13-14-3. We're definitely looking for PvP IVs because this thing is somewhat meta relevant in there. But of course, I would not complain with another Shundo. So, oh my god, back to back. Let's freaking go. I really did not expect that at all. I really thought that this was going to be something else, but whatever. Let's just get it. And maybe we can get lucky and get 3 in a row, but I know that the one next to us isn't shiny. But first, let's take a look at this guy. It is a 4-8-15. And this is a brand new one on the lure here. Not 3 in a row. Okay, well, that's fine. 2 in a row in the very beginning is pretty cool. We've already completed page 1 of 4. Let's claim those Ultra Balls. Let's get the candies. And this will be a Porygon encounter. We're looking for a 737 and of course a shiny. So this one's not shiny, and a 706. I've also been spinning around seeing if I could find any just actual quests for the encounter. And so far nothing out of like 10 plus, but we've only just begun. It's been 10 minutes. So let's get those final rewards. We're gonna get ourselves 2,000 dust. We're gonna get an incense and an encounter with a non-shiny that is a 710. And now we skip the professor's dialogue and go all the way to transferring 10 Pokemon, catch 15 Porygon, and evolve 3 of those Porygons. I should also check real quickly. We probably have some stuff that gives us those items. Yeah, right there, Porygon Limited Research. Let's claim all these upgrades, and of course the Sinnoh Stones that we're gonna need for Porygon Z. Definitely makes it easier than having to have the items pre in your inventory. Well, it's not a Porygon, but it can change colors like a Porygon, so let's just spin this real quick. I'm hoping to get a whole bunch of encounter quests, but no shiny Kecleon. That would have been a really cool thing to run into during this community day. It's been a while since I've seen a shiny one. But you know what I'd also really like to see is a friggin' hundo. I've been trying to get a hundo of this thing for the longest time, and that is definitely not it. And the incense brings in our 3rd shiny Porygon, and it's 2:21 right now, which means it's only took 21 minutes to finish the set. Of course, if I needed to finish the set, but still really cool to see it, so let's catch it real fast. We've brought down a Pancham raid for fun. We got an 829. This is not the hundo, but it would be really cool if we got ourselves another shiny of this thing from raids. So let's see what happens. It's not a shiny, but that's perfectly fine. We're getting a lot of shinies today anyways. So get in your home. There we go. So Buttercup just invited me to a Pancham raid, and I saw the CP. It said 850, which means this is a potential Shundo. It is a boosted shiny as well, so it'd be so cool to get this. It's not a shiny, unfortunately, but that is a 100%. We got a freaking hundo Pancham. I want to say this is my 3rd or 4th one of it, but still really cool. Thank you very much, Buttercup, for sending this to me. That is so cool. But for some reason, it doesn't want to stay in its home, so let's try this again. Bang, there we go. Uno, dos, tres. Perfect. And let's just see what happens. It is definitely a hundo. Let's freaking go. That is so cool. Thank you again, Buttercup. I was also finally able to get 3 of these encounter quests, so let's see what we get from them. This one is a 712. Again, 737 is what we're looking for, and of course a shiny. This one is a 715. So far, no really great IVs. Not shiny and 705. Our number 1 is almost over, but I have 3 more of these researches, which makes 6 in total. This one is a 712, followed up by this one, which is going to be a 714. And let me guess, you're gonna be a 716, right? 729, wow, that's actually up there. Again, 737 is what we're looking for, but it's good to see that we're getting decent numbers. And also we have page 204 done, so let's get the upgrade and the candies. And another one of these Porygon encounters that is a Porygon 2 this time. I really did not expect that to be a Porygon 2 right here. Well, let's throw the ball and hopefully we got a good one, just for fun. Not that we really need it, but it would be cool to get a good one. And surprisingly, we caught it on the first ball. That is very surprising, but is it a good one? 1123 is not really. 11, 14, 10. And for the final rewards, we get 2,000 dust, we get a Paw Poffin, love those Poffins, and an Incense. And then again, we skip his dialogue and move on to page 3 of 4, which is to make 3 great curveball throws, transfer 10 Pokemon, and evolve a Porygon 2. Easy enough. And now that the first hour is over, let's look at how many shinies we've got. We have 12 in total. I know it says 13, but this Pancham does not count. It is from yesterday. But yeah, so far so good. 12 in an hour is not bad at all, especially because I'm not really going super hard. I'm just going to big cluster areas. But yeah, let's see how much more we can get. None of these really are that good when it comes down to IVs, so hopefully we'll do a little better on that. Look at this cluster. This is insanity. I've already checked a few of them, and so far no shinies, but that is really nice to see. I didn't even know that this cluster was really that good. Now that I think about it, actually, this is where I did get my Shundo the first time. Either that or it's the next street over, but I definitely remember it was one of them. Actually, you know what? No, it was the next street over. It wasn't this street specifically, but still really cool. Kind of forgot that this place was so good, though. You would think that I would have remembered that. Anywho, though, this is maybe PvP. Let's just see if we can get it back-to-back with one of them, and no, we cannot. And just for fun, if we did this one, it also wouldn't have been it, so never mind. 3 more quests here. I have yet to get a shiny from any of these, so that'd be nice if it happened. That one was a non-shiny 716, though. This one is a non-shiny 714, and is this one gonna be better? That'd be nice. It's not shiny, and it's worse. Yeah, 16, 14, 12. Wonderful. 3 more of them. Let's go from the bottom. Not a shiny and a 17. Middle's gonna be not a shiny and a 19. Come on, man, where's the shinies in these things? Not here, of course, in the 721. Well, this is really cool. We got a tiny shiny Porygon. Not that it's gonna win any showcases, because for whatever reason, they only go with the big ones, but still really cool that it's here, you know what I mean? I didn't expect to get a tiny shiny, so I'm very happy with it. And it hardly ever happens. Like, I've gotten lucky from time to time and got some really rare ones, but I've never really gotten them during community days too often. So let's see what we get from this one. It's super tiny, and it is not bad, actually. 9, 14, 14. We are getting very close to the end of this community day, and I completely forgot to claim page 3 of 4. So let's get the candy, let's get the Sinnoh Stone, and of course the Golden Raz. And for some reason, the game is acting up a little bit. I'd like to complete this, please. There we go, just had to refresh it real quick. 2,000 dust, we're gonna get a Incense, and I think a Rocket Radar as well. Nice. And now page 4 of 4 is done. Let's get the dust, let's get the XP, let's get ourselves that silver. Yet again, we had to refresh to make sure this would work, and we're gonna be getting ourselves some more dust, 3 rare candies, and a Porygon Z, 1381. No idea if it's good or not, but let's just try it out. Would also be really cool if we get it on the first ball. So 1, 2, and 3. Cool, we got it. Porygon Z has been caught, and it is not bad, actually. 13, 13, 15. Pretty cool. I've also had very bad luck with finding encounter quests, so this is the only one I've got. It isn't shiny, and it is a 713. Unfortunately, no shinies from the research so far. We have like 15 minutes left. We've only got like 5 minutes left in the event, and we have a 212 shiny Porygon off the Incense. This may be our last shiny of the event, and man, I just cannot hit things in front of you guys, can I? There we go. And the best part is that one moved into it. But 1, 2, and 3, we got it. This probably will be the last one. There isn't a lot of spawns where I'm at, but a 212 is going to be 1182, I want to say. And in the last 2 minutes of the event, in fact, just 1 minute, it's now 4:59. We got ourselves a 1,000, and I want to say 8 CP off of the Incense. Very cool, very down. I think we did pretty good when it comes down to numbers. I don't know, we had a little bit of a dry spot in the middle, but this is a pretty big one. 1,008. It is, yeah, 12, 1, 14. Well, community day is over, but getting shinies will never be over for me, apparently. We just got a shiny Sableye off of the Incense. I did mention in a previous video that these are shiny boosted Pokemon ever since the Mega came out, so it is worth clicking on every one of them. But yeah, pretty cool. Hopefully it's a good one. I really don't have a good shiny Sableye, especially for like a Mega or anything like that. That'd be really neat if this thing was like amazing. It's got a 1500. Cool, whatever. I'm trying to get to my usual wrap-up spot, but look at this, a level 1 shiny sock. I was saying I really wanted to get a shiny sock outside of where they're normally from, and now I finally have one. But again, it's too far away. Give me a second. There we go. We have now hit it. Hopefully we will get it. It is a level 1, so we have a really high chance of it, and yeah, we got it. No problem at all. I cannot believe we just got a level 1 shiny sock from here. And how about those IVs? It doesn't really matter. It's not very good, but I'm down with that. So freaking cool. We got one literally where I'm from instead of getting it from where they're usually from. Shinies like this are super rare, and I love stuff like that. Well, when it comes down to shinies, we managed to get ourselves 36 of them, which is not bad. 34 if you don't include the ones we got after the community day. And out of all the shinies, this one has to be the best, the XXS one, which is really cool. Again, these don't really happen too often for me. But what's even cooler is, as you can see, this thing is pretty all right? It's like a 9, 14, 14. But look what we got a little later, a 0% tiny Porygon. That is insanely rare. It's rarer than getting a Hundo Tiny or a Hundo XXL or anything like that. And honestly, this is rarer than some shinies in general. Like, this is super rare. Now imagine if this had this color scheme. This would have become one of the rarest things in my collection by far. I don't think it would be the rarest, but it would definitely have been up there. But since this is so rare, I'm gonna hold on to this one. And of course, we're gonna evolve it all the way to a Porygon Z. We're at least gonna do that with one Pokemon in our collection. Might as well. Plus, I already have the Shundo Porygon, so in the end of the day, it doesn't really hurt that we didn't get a Shundo this time, seeing that I already have one. Though I probably would have kept it as a Porygon or a Porygon 2. Definitely wouldn't have made it a Z, because I already had one of those. But there we go, a tiny 0% Porygon 2, and then now we're gonna turn it into a tiny Porygon Z. I don't know if I'm gonna max this thing. Admittedly, I don't think that's really worth the dust. Like, if it was shiny, I would have absolutely maxed it, but in the end of the day, just having this is cool. So, here it comes, boom. Tiny Porygon Z as a 0%. This is so weird and so cool too. I absolutely love the fact that we got this thing. But yeah, today was a fantastic day. We didn't get a lot of research encounters for these Porygons, but in the end of the day, that doesn't really bother me too much. But you know what? Let's just do a quick little scan through here and see if we got anything too insane that I might have missed. Though I highly doubt it. I really feel like I didn't. Of course, the game needs to respond. There we go, buddy. You got this. Let's just keep going through and see if we got anything really good. I mean, there's some decent stuff, and that might be good. It might be good for Ultra League. I'll definitely have to star that so I don't get rid of it on accident. But let's just keep digging through real fast and see what we got in here. Maybe we got a secret shiny 0%. That'd be cool. I know I don't have a secret Hundo hiding in here, but it's looking like a whole bunch of no. Okay, cool. Smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video, and let me know in the comments down below. How did you do during this Porygon Community Day Classic? Did you actually do it? Did you get yourself a Hundo or a Shundo or a shiny 0% or nothing at all? Please let me know in those comments down below. And if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see more of it, I highly suggest this video over here. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.